Do you want to know what there is to do that's family friendly in Baton Rouge, Louisiana? Well, that's what we're talking about in this video, so stick around because we're getting after it right now. Hey everybody, I'm Shaun Ramos. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Louisiana, where we talk about everything that you need to know when it comes to what it's like moving to and living in Louisiana. So if that sounds like something to be into, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, because I'm putting out new videos just like this one every single week. So in case you didn't know, I am a licensed realtor in the state of Louisiana. So that number that's popping up on your screen right now, that's the best way that you can reach out to me. And while I do love making these videos for you guys, what I really love is to help you with your real estate needs. So whatever questions or needs that you have when it comes to moving to or living in Louisiana, don't hesitate to reach out. I love talking to you guys and I love helping you out with this stuff. So whether you're just visiting or you're moving to or you already live in Louisiana, Baton Rouge is filled with tons of fun things to do with the family. So when I was researching this video and I was trying to come up with a list of things to do, I tried to break it up by category. And what I found is that I was all over the place, completely unorganized. So what I eventually did was I broke it down by area. And the four areas that we're gonna cover are downtown Baton Rouge, North Baton Rouge, we're gonna do Mid-City / LSU, and then we're gonna go into South Baton Rouge. And some of the things we're gonna talk about would be fun just for the adults, like a date night type of deal. But everything that I'm talking about is family friendly, so you can bring the kiddos along with you. All right, the first area we're going into is downtown Baton Rouge. The USS Kidd Veterans Museum is an area in downtown. That's something where just about all elementary kids in the area are gonna go here for a field trip at some time. I can remember as a kid going to visit the USS Kidd, but I haven't been back as an adult. And as I was doing some research for this video and looking into it, it actually looks really cool. And I definitely want to go check out the Veterans Museum. So it's something I'm actually going to plan a trip to in the near future. And then there's the Louisiana Art and Science Museum. Now this is neat because it's built in an old historic train station that's right on the Mississippi River. Now they've got some cool exhibits and galleries, and there's even a planetarium. And then the Shaw Center for the Arts. The kids love to play outside in the fountain, and you can actually head up to the rooftop and get some of the best sushi and probably see the best sunset view over the Mississippi River in Baton Rouge at Tsunamis. Now the old state capitol is actually now a museum, so you can kind of get a glimpse at the political history of Louisiana, and they do have guided tours available. And then you've got the current Louisiana Capitol building, and it's actually the tallest Capitol building in the US, and there's an observation deck on the 27th story that you can actually get amazing views of the Capitol Gardens, Capitol Lakes, and the Mississippi River. Now the last thing on my list in downtown is the Raising Cane's River Center. This is where you're gonna find all the comedy shows, the concerts. Certain times of year they actually have ice skating, and one of the things that I'm pumped up about is they're actually getting ready to bring pro hockey back to Baton Rouge. And when I say pro, I don't mean NHL level, but they are gonna be a semi-pro team. Years ago, there was a team in Baton Rouge called the Baton Rouge Kingfish. The Kingfish are not the team that are coming back. They actually put it to a vote so that people in the area actually got to vote for the team name, and I'm not even sure what it's gonna be yet. Another little side note about the River Center is that Wheel of Fortune is coming to town soon, and that's where they're gonna be.
And now back to Wheel of Fortune.
All right, heading up to North Baton Rouge. So throughout this video, you're gonna hear me reference BREC several times. And what that is the Recreation and Park Commission for the whole parish of East Baton Rouge. So number one in North Baton Rouge is the BREC Baton Rouge Zoo. So it's owned and operated by BREC, and they're actually going through what they're calling a reinvention right now. So they're doing a lot of construction, they're getting some new exhibits, they're redoing a lot of things. Now my wife and kids really love the zoo, especially my wife. So I know we're all looking forward to seeing what it's going to look like after all the construction's done. Next, you've got the BREC Greenwood Community Park. Now, this is one of the larger parks in Baton Rouge, and it's got something for everybody in the family. If you're into golf, there are actually 2 golf courses there. So there's an 18-hole course and a 9-hole course. Years ago, when I had a lot more time on my hands, I loved playing golf. So Dumas Memorial was one of my favorite courses to go to back then, and that's the 18-hole course. But I also spent a lot of time at J.S. Clark course. That was the 9-hole course, but they had a driving range, a putting green, a chipping green. So even if I didn't feel like playing an actual game, I would just go use the practice facilities, and there was no cost for that. And Greenwood Community Park also has disc golf, tennis, pickleball, nature trails. There's a dog park, a playground. There's one for kids, and there's also one for seniors. And there's splash pads for those hot days. Now, if you're not much of a walker, Hooper Road Mountain Bike Trails and Comeet River Park may be better suited for you. Between the two parks, there's 10 miles of biking trails that are free to use. All right, heading over to the Mid-City LSU area. First thing you got is Breck's Milford Wampole Memorial Park. This is a really small park, but it's a really pretty park located on the LSU lakes. There's a sand beach, a handicap accessible pier, and a boat launch. And you're always going to see lots of people walking and jogging around the LSU lake. It's a really popular area. Then another Breck park, you've got City Brooks Community Park. This is a more mid-sized park. It's a little over 150 acres, but it also has a 9-hole golf course. Again, when I used to play golf, I really liked to go play on this one because, you know, most of the courses that we have here in Louisiana are just flat, but this one actually had a lot of hills to it. Now, this park has a lot of the amenities that the other parks have, but it also has a place to play croquet, which you don't see very often here in Louisiana. Next, you've got the Mike the Tiger habitat at LSU. So this is a 15,000 square foot habitat, and Mike is actually the only live tiger that you'll find on any college campus. And while you're at LSU, any sporting event at LSU is going to be fun to catch with the family. You can head to the PMAC where you can watch a basketball game or gymnastics. You can go to Alex Box Stadium if you're into baseball, Tiger Park if you're into softball, and of course Tiger Stadium to see the LSU Tiger football team. Next, you got the Knock Knock Children's Museum. Now this is for the little kids from age birth up to 8 years old. It's a cool place because the kids get a high quality learning experience, but it's also really fun, so it's a win-win. Then you've got Liberty Lagoon. Now this is where you go to beat that brutal South Louisiana heat. Now they've got something for everyone. There are bigger attractions for some of the older kids, and then you've got some children's play zones and splash pads for the younger kiddos. And restaurants. There are lots of cool restaurants and little coffee shops all up and down Government Street in Mid-City. Now this one's maybe not so much for the kids, but if you have a chance, check it out, it's worth it. But the Mid-City Beer Garden, nice place to hang out. And surely you've heard of Raising Cane's. Now, just outside the LSU gates is the original Raising Cane's. I can still remember the first time I went there when I was college age and it was brand new, and it was life-changing stuff. Now if you've never had Raising Cane's, let me just tell you a little bit about it. There's one thing there, it's chicken tenders. You can either have it on a sandwich or you can have it in a box. And the chicken tenders are fine, but the sauce is where it's at. That's what they're really known for. So make sure when you order, you get an extra sauce because you're gonna wanna dip your chicken, your fries, and your bread in the sauce. All right, and finally, we're gonna head to South Baton Rouge. First, you've got the Breck Highland Road Community Park. Now this is another pretty large park that's got a lot of the amenities that a lot of the other Breck parks have. But this one also has a rugby field. And another unique thing about it is that there's actually a boat launch, so if you want to go paddle around in the bayous, this is where you can do it. And part of Highland Road Community Park is the Highland Road Park Observatory. Now you can go there and you can check out the skies through their state-of-the-art telescopes. And if you're into astronomy, they have different events and lectures that you can attend. Next, you've got Breck's Bluebonnet Swamp Nature Center. All right, this is a 100+ acre facility where you can check out the exhibits inside, or you can hit the outdoors, check out the gravel paths and the boardwalks that go through the swamp and see what kind of wildlife you're gonna see. Then you've got the Mall of Louisiana. So this is the newest mall in the area. It's got all the typical mall stuff that you're gonna see. There is a playground for the kids, and there's also one of the bigger indoor carousels that you're gonna find right in the middle of the food court. Also inside the mall is the Blue Zoo. This is an interactive aquarium where you'll see stingrays, octopus, sharks, and more. Kids love this place. And then just outside the mall, you've got the main event. Now this is fun for the kids and adults. You've got bowling, laser tag, a big arcade, there's food and drinks. This is one of our family's favorite places to go. And next you've got Perkins Row. So this is the premier shopping destination in Baton Rouge. There's a whole lot of really cool upscale shops, lots of good restaurants. There's also a movie theater. And in certain times of the year, they also have concerts. And if you like the place enough, then you can actually live there. There are apartments and condos. And if that's something you're thinking about, don't forget I am a licensed realtor in the state of Louisiana. And that number that's on your screen right now, that's how you can reach out to me. I'm here to be a resource for you for anything real estate related that you need. So if you guys have any specific questions or needs when it comes to making the move to Louisiana, whether you need to make a move right now or you're just thinking about moving in the future and you just want to have a no pressure conversation. I love hearing from you guys and I love helping you out with this stuff, so don't hesitate to reach out if there's anything I can do for you. And one last reminder, don't forget, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell because I'm putting out brand new videos just like this every single week. You guys have a great rest of your week and I'll see you on the next one.